Have you ever tried to wing it in the kitchen when you're baking, for example, and had a total disaster? Well, today I'm talking about how a book is like following a recipe. Hi there, Jodi Brandon here of Jodi Brandon Editorial. I work with creative business owners, bloggers, small business owners, and solopreneurs who want to serve their business with a nonfiction book. And today we're talking about how a book is like a successful recipe. So when you're making something in the kitchen, there are times when you can sort of wing it. Like when you're making chili, for example, the ratios of ingredients are less important. Like, you need ground beef, you need kidney beans, or maybe not. Maybe you want no kidney beans in yours. You need onion, you need chili powder. You need some sort of tomato sauce to like bind it all together. But the quantities and the ratios are less important. But when you're baking, on the other hand, baking is science. So, you can't just use a cup of flour when a recipe calls for 2 cups of flour because the cake might not rise. That might not actually be what happens. I don't know what flour does in a cake recipe, but you get the gist. So how is a book like a recipe? Well, a book has 3 equal parts that you need as your ingredients to have a successful book campaign. You need, first and foremost, a strong manuscript. You need a professional product that's edited, designed, formatted, beautiful cover, all of those things. And then you need a solid marketing plan. So those 3 ingredients work together to have a successful book that reaches a lot of people, earns you some money, earns you credibility, and meets the goals that you've set for whatever your book is going to do for your business. So let's break those 3 down. The product itself, a strong manuscript. You're not getting anywhere without a strong, compelling manuscript. You have to zone in on your idea. What is the book going to do? What are readers going to take away from this book? What knowledge do I have to share with my audience? And then you put that into your book to make it a compelling product. Second ingredient, a professional product. So you don't want a book riddled with typos. You don't want a cover design that doesn't look good, as a thumbnail on Amazon, or that looks like, my 13-year-old nephew designed it. You want a professional looking product. And that means making some investments, whether it's in professional editing or professional proofreading or both, or a professional cover designer or a professional book interior specialist. All of these people exist to help make your book as successful as it can be. So your budget will determine a lot of where your money is spent, but you want to make sure that you're putting a professional looking product out there. And then the third ingredient, just as important, is your marketing plan. People have to know the book exists. People have to be able to find the book. People have to be able to share about the book. All of those sorts of things go into your marketing plan. So I tell my clients this all the time. You can write the best book possible, but if no one knows it exists because you didn't market it, it's not going to sell. Or you could have the best marketing plan, with a 6-month rollout, but if your book is riddled with typos or, has all kinds of design mistakes and, large gaps of white space and it just doesn't look professional, nobody's going to care how great your marketing plan is because it's not going to be a professional looking product that people are proud to spend their money on and learn from. So the 3 ingredients all work together as sort of like the foundation for your book's success. So when you're making soup, that foundation is, onions, carrots, and celery. When you're baking a cake, that foundation is, it starts with sugar and butter usually, and then, flour, baking soda, baking powder, the dry ingredients. And then you put it all together and it works to make a successful cake or a delicious soup or a batch of chili. And for your book, it works the same way, but you need those 3 elements: the strong, compelling manuscript, the professional product, and a well thought out marketing plan. And those 3 elements work together. And if you mix them up just the right way, then voila, you have a successful book. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about how these 3 elements work together, please let me know in the comments below. I'd be happy to get back to you. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more book writing tips, book publishing tips below, and I'll see you next time.